Banking. How banks make money. Hey there, curious minds. Today, we're going to unravel the mystery behind those impressive banks and how they actually make money. You know, with their fancy buildings and well-dressed employees, they can seem pretty exclusive. But fear not, we've got the inside scoop. The main way banks rake in those profits is by lending money. Yep, you heard it right. They offer loans to folks like you and me, but they do it at interest rates higher than the cost of the funds they borrow. That little difference between what they pay and what they receive is called the spread. Now, let's dive into where banks get those funds for lending. 1. First up, we've got deposits. It's the biggest source of money for banks. Deposits include the cash you hold in your checking, savings, and other accounts. These deposits are considered short-term because you can take your money out whenever you want. That's why banks don't offer super high interest rates on them. But don't worry, your money is safe with them because deposits are insured by the FDIC for up to $250,000. 2. Next, we've got wholesale deposits. Banks also borrow money from other institutions, like fellow banks, to keep their operations going. These funds are called wholesale deposits, and they tend to be more expensive compared to customer deposits. Banks relying heavily on wholesale deposits might earn lower profits because the spread is narrower. To make up for it, they might need to offer riskier loans with higher interest rates. 3. Now, let's talk about shareholder equity. When banks issue or sell shares of stock, they use the money they get to support their lending activities. But remember, this capital isn't free. Banks usually give dividends to their shareholders, and they have to follow certain rules when using shareholder equity for lending. During tough times, banks might also issue something called preferred stock, but that's a pricey way to get capital, so they often buy it back when things get better. 4. Last but not least, we've got debt issuance. Yep, just like other companies, banks can raise money by selling something called bonds. But this only makes up a small part of their funding for lending. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of loans do banks offer? Well, in the good US of A, a big chunk of their loans is focused on consumer lending. That means loans for things like houses and cars. The largest segment is residential mortgages, where you use the house you buy as collateral. It's pretty low risk for the banks. Another significant source of income for banks comes from automobile loans. Those have higher interest rates and offer higher profits in less time. Oh, and let's not forget credit cards. Banks make money through various fees with credit cards, and late fees are particularly profitable for them. Sneaky, right? So there you have it. The primary way banks make money is by lending funds they get from us depositors and other sources. Now, you can walk into your local bank, and when you see those well-dressed employees and elegant branch offices, you'll know the magic that's happening behind the scenes.